Hello, everyone. All right, we are at number 12, believe it or not, our 12th class in the senior form. And we are completing today, my hope, the sequence, which is brush knee, punch down. For those of you who have been punching for a while in various moves, I'm going to go over that because I figured out a bunch of stuff about punching this week when I was preparing for this class, and I want to share that with you. And those of you who have never had the class before, there is, or Tai Chi classes before, then you'll be, I hope, learning the right way from the very start. So I'm excited about sharing with you. Why don't we start today with practicing, and what I'd actually like to do, practicing everything that we know so far, is to start from this direction. Now, if we start from this direction, we'll be doing grasp the bird's tail away from the camera. But we've been working on grasp the bird's tail for a long time, so it'll be a good memory test for everybody. And then when we go into fist under elbow, you'll have a really good view of what we're doing in fist under elbow. And then you'll have a backwards view of what we have just been working on. And I think that will help everybody. So let's, you game for that? So you're going to start with your sort of shoulder to shoulder with me, and we'll see how that goes. So hopefully you'll still be able to see me on the video. Let's give it a try. Prepare. Opening. White crane spreads its wings. Grasp the bird's tail. Right ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. Fist under elbow, shift back, hands flatten, left hand starts to pull, you're turning left, throw your opponent in the corner, shifting back, pressing down, right elbow drops, push out, stepping to the corner, ward off to the corner, rotate that left arm and step up and come. Shift back, punch. Left brush knee and push. Right brush knee and push. And we'll be adding one more move today. Let's do that one more time. Prepare. Opening. White crane spreads its wings. Grasp the bird's tail. Right ward off. roll back, press, push, fists under elbow, shifting back, hands flattened, grabbing with the right hand, throw them in the corner as you turn, weight shifting back, pressing down, elbow down, push out, step to the corner, ward off to the corner, bring that other foot up, rotating your left arm, shifting back, pulling down, and punching. Left brush knee and push. Right brush knee and push. If you have room, we'll do another brush knee after this. And left brush knee and push. I'm out of room. You probably are too. Long since. Aha! We got people with room. Looking good. All right, so we have time. Do we have any questions about any of those moves? I challenged your memory. You were in a new orientation in your Tai Chi spaces. It's amazing what how that can mess you up when you're used to certain things. Anyone have any questions or thoughts or questions they brought with them? All right. Well, I want to go over the brush knees a little bit more. And then, as I said, I want to go over a couple things about body shape. And I'll introduce their next move. Does that work for everyone? You're very quiet. I see thumbs up. I see. You are the first class I've ever had that doesn't just that like everybody's muted right now. It's really interesting. You must have things going on in your space, but you're the first class that I've ever had that didn't just shout out, "Hey, Dee Dee, wait a minute." So know that you can. If you have a burning question, you don't even have to put a quarter in the center of the table. You just, you just get to ask the question, right? Because it's a burning question, it's important it be answered, right? Okay, let me get a little water and then we'll go. All right, I want to do this brush knee sequence with you from a variety of directions. So you have a chance, if you're still learning it, to look over your shoulder, and you have a chance to work on what you want to work on. All right. So if you and to ask questions, to shout out if you have questions. So I'm going to ask you at the end of each end of each practice what we're doing. We're just going to do brush knees, and we're going to start, and we're going to go this way because usually we're going that way. This will give you a different view. So our right foot is to the corner. We're in a left empty stance with our heel. One line, two sides. Most of our weight is on our back leg, 30% on the front, a little bit of a tip, and our chest is to the corner. And we have punched. Left brush knee and push. Pushing with that front foot, we're opening our fist and swing step, polish the table, right hand at our shoulder, and strike. Shifting back just a little, left hand comes up halfway, coming to center with our arms, standing in the corner, swing step, polish the table, heel ball toe, strike, bend knee, chest to front. Let's talk about these turns. Chest is still to the front as we come back. As we pivot, chest is kind of a bit more to the corner just because that happens. You're still looking front. Stand on the right foot. Stand in the corner. Swing step. We are now chest to the corner. Polish the table. We're coming forward. We still feel wound up. And chest, front, bend knee. Let's do another one. Coming up. In, our foot is out. Stand in the corner. Swing, step. Polish the table. Heel, ball, toe. Strike, chest, bend knee. One more, coming up. Together. Swing, step. Polish the table. And strike. I'm going to take my arm band off. And let's do it. You can do it mirrored if you want. I'm going to start us, I think, in mirrored. I'm not used to doing this in mirrored position. Okay. So this is your left hand. Okay. This is your left hand. This one right here. All right. High five, left hand. There we go. All right. Here we go. Wait a minute, is that right? Yes, that's right. Swing step. I can't quite reach there. I'm back too far back. Polish the table and strike. Coming up with your left hand, coming to center. Look at how I'm at the center. Yeah, look at how I'm at the center. Standing in the corner, my left hand starts to come down. My right hand is still not coming down very far yet. When my weight's all the way there, I'm turning. Turning on my Tai Chi pole in the corner. Heel, ball, toe. That's the polish the table and just bend your elbow and bring it in. You see how my chest is still to the corner? My right leg is still straight, pretty straight. And bend knee, turn your chest, throw a strike. Coming up, pivoting on that heel, pivoting that right arm. Stand in the corner. Remember, your right arm is going to drop. Your left arm is going to stay in front of your body as you go. Then when you're really standing there and balanced, you turn and you can swing your foot out. Your foot will come into neutral and then swing out. I probably didn't do that time. Fingers of our left hand pointing towards the middle forearm. This is a swing step. Polish the table. How does that happen? We're gonna polish the table with our left hand as we heel, ball, toe, and our right elbow just bends in. Just bends in. I'm sorry, I should be only like this. There we go. And then turn, strike. Bend knee. All right, I'm going to put my, so do we have questions? I actually said I'd ask for questions and I didn't. I apologize. Do we have questions about that? Erica.
I used to think mirroring was a lot easier, but now I'm so used to you. I kept going, wait, which is that, right or left? So,
oh, fabulous. This is progress. Everybody celebrate. Everybody else is going, oh, she's doing mirroring again. This is hard because I've gotten used to seeing her. So for everyone who doesn't know, Erica is new to Tai Chi, and it's easier to mirror at the beginning, and then it starts getting hard. So congratulations, congratulations. So we're going to go back this way. And this is the view you don't get very often because we go from the other side. So let's do it one more time. We've got plenty of time here. One more time. We're gonna be standing on our right. Oh my goodness, I've got the wrong. Was I wearing a red one earlier? Where did I put? Hang on. Here it is. So this is my right arm. It will be, if we stand shoulder to shoulder, we are good. Okay. Left empty step. Left empty step. Left foot forward, one line, two sides. Our chest, our hips are spread. Our center is pointed towards the corner. And we are punching. And the punch is occurring centered sort of just, our hand is just under our nose. Okay, the fingertips of our hand. And we have good body shape here. We're going to shift our weight back, pushing with our right heel and opening our right fist. Swing, step. Just like a Kodak moment for people who are older, right? A selfie moment. Polish the table. What happens here? Heel, ball, toe, and your left leg is still kind of straight. You don't have all your weight there, and you've bent your right arm. You are still pretty to the corner. Turn your chest square, bend your knee, push down with your left hand, and let that strike fly out. And shift back again. You're pushing down on your left foot, bringing your left arm up halfway. Rotate that left arm, bending your elbow in. Everything is at center. Push with your back foot, stand in the corner and start to swing your left arm. You're standing in the corner. Turn on your Tai Chi pole, swing that right foot leg out as you swing step. Your palm should be kind of towards the corner. You're very turned. Your right hand, you can't see, fingertips towards the center of your left arm, but it's some distance away. Now, reach out, polish the table by unbending your right arm as you heel, ball, toe, and bend your left arm. Heel, ball, toe, don't bend your right. Sorry, heel, ball, toe. We're not going to bend much our right leg. See that? Oh, don't bend much your right leg yet. Then finish turning, bend, and throw out your strike. It's hard to do it when I'm slow. Coming up, coming to center, right foot goes out. Go stand in the corner, swing, step, polish the table, strike. Coming up, come to center, push, stand in the corner, swing, step, polish the table, strike, bend knee. Oh, you folks look great. Nice. Nice position. Wow. Any other questions? So this is an interesting sequence because it's going to feel a lot like stuff you've done before. But before we do, I want to talk a little bit about body shape, because the folks who have done this before, have done these kind of punches before, like in parry, block, and punch, you might have a problem like I do, which is in parry, block, and punch, it's kind of hard for me not to get this arm, like I have a tendency to want to do this, right? Put the shoulder back like this. For those of you who've done parry, block, and punch, it's really easy to do. So I want to start us all, including me, because this will help me make sure I don't mess up. Excuse me. I want everybody to stand like you're standing in, like you're standing in a horse stance, just feet, shoulders width apart though, okay? And sit on, like you were in prepare, except your knees are bent a little bit, right? Nice, nice. Just kind of feel that you've got that bar stool, your head is up, nice shape. Okay, now what I want you to do is give your arms this lovely shape. And now I want you to, as Kelly would say, hold a sack of apples. Hold a sack of apples. Nice, nice. Really feel those apples. See how you get this really nice arm shape? And do you see how your upper arms are in that nice upper arm position? So I don't want you like this. I want you like this. And I think we've got everybody that way. Okay? And rather than being like this, I'd like you to kind of have the bottom of the bag of the apples be a little flatter this time. Okay? Now, can you make sure your elbows are down and make a fist? Do you know this is your position when you're getting ready to do parry, block, and punch? You're to the corner, but you see how you've got this body shape, okay? And you've got this flat, ready to go. Now, not everybody's going to be able to get flat easily, right? There's something's going to go. Okay, so let's also just get a feel here for this upper body. And you see how quiet, just let your elbows kind of do this thing, right? And make sure, again, you could hold a sack of apples. The apple sack is just really, really important, right? But we're gonna let it, yeah, nice. Let it just go. Palms back, right? In fact, you can, it's a little harder to do. Once you can do this, you can really swing your arm. So this is not a bad thing to do. Eventually you want that elbow. See how my elbow looks like it's down all the time? It's relaxed. See, that's where you want it. Swing, swing, swing. So when we're saying swing, this is what we're doing. Swing, swing, shoulder. Swing, it's like Simon Says. Swing, shoulder. Swing, shoulder. Swing, shoulder. Okay, yeah, like everybody's in the right place, right? And look, do you see my upper arms are in front of my body. Really important, because if you're throwing a strike, what you'd be doing here. If you're throwing a strike or you're throwing a punch, remember that sack of apples? You're throwing a punch. So I'm going to turn to the side and throw a punch. Okay. If I'm throwing a punch, you want to make sure you always start with that you're in this bag of apples position. Okay. So those of you who do parry, block, and punch, which is at the end of the senior form as well as the long form, you'll probably be practicing that other ways. And I invite you to check yourself about your sack of apples when you're practicing. Okay. Invite you to check yourself to make sure that your upper arm isn't getting too far back, right? It needs to be in that sack of apples position. In fact, it needs to be in that sack of apples position almost all the time. And when you throw a punch, when you throw a punch, you are going to rotate that arm as you throw so that you end this way. Okay, when you're actually throwing that kind of punch. Before, we just punched in like this, right? So that was an easier thing to do. And in fact, we might be punching in with a knuckle, right? Let's talk about fists. I don't remember how much we talked about fists. So we start with a hand. Come down with our fingers. Just roll them up. And let our thumb come across. That's our fist. Ideally, you want a flat face here. One other thing I want you to notice about getting ready for this is if you're in a sack of apples, do you see this curve? It's not like this, right? It's like this. Everybody does that. And if I make my fist from there, I have this nice curve here, right? This nice curve here. And when I come and I actually do it, whether I do it here out like this, right? Out like this. I'm doing it with my right hand, so I'll do it this way. We're turned and then out. Okay, here, I can do it on this side. I'm turned and out as I turn back. Always comes out as we're turning back. In this case, that was what was so strange about sort of fist under elbow, is we didn't have a turn with it. Instead, we had energy from putting 30% on and coming forward. That's what we used. We didn't use turning energy in order to let our fist fly out. We didn't need as much energy. Okay? So that's what I had to say about fists and punches. Does anybody have any questions about that? All right, so why would I say that? Because this is our next move. So we have just done a right brush knee. And we're going to start out just like we're going to do a left brush knee. We're going to come up halfway, bringing the weight back onto our right heel. And then we're going to pivot and we're going to rotate that right arm. And then as we shift our weight, we're going to stay looking forward. You know, when we were doing brush knees, we followed our arm, our swinging arm. We're going to stay looking forward because we're very close to our opponent. And we are going to sort of polish the table with our left arm right here. And look at where our right arm is. It's in that I'm about to punch position, okay? Then we're gonna polish the table this way. Sorry, polish the table with this heel, ball, toe, all the way across. And we're gonna go heel, ball, toe, bend knee in sort of one move. We're polishing, and we're gonna, for now, I'm gonna show you, we're gonna throw a punch, right? So that's what we're doing, right? We're throwing a punch, but we also bend. And because we bend, when we throw this punch, it's still a punch. It looks just like this. But because we bend, our opponent's knee is right here. Now, if you can't get down low enough to feel like you're getting the knee, I'm trying to make it look right on the camera, then don't worry. You can just bend what you can bend. I don't want anyone hurting their back. You really have to be still sitting on the, sort of sitting on that bar stool in order for this to feel comfortable. So this is what the move looks like. We have just done the right brush knee and push. We're coming up and in just like before. We're going to roll our fingers up as we shift our weight and let our left arm drop. I'm sorry, I looked. And we're going to make sure our back is rounded and this fist is up. Then punch as we turn back and bend knee, finish polishing the table. And our left hand ends up at our side. So we are here. We come up halfway. We come to center. See, it's right next to our, where our knee is, their knee is, except it's on the other side. So that's our assignment for today. Let's look at it one more time from the other side. Get all the views here. From here. Not sure this view is going to be as helpful. Okay, I'm rolling up my fingers, making sure my back is rounded. I now have the fist all ready to go. And I'm ready to polish the table, heel, ball, toe. I'm coming down sort of with my back is going with me, and then down. But look, it's this punch. It's this punch. It's from your shoulder straight out. It just ends up, because you bent, it ends up being down. All right, I see folks trying it. Any questions before we just try it? Okay, from here, we're going to do it from here. So we've got a right bow stance, our right arm here, our left arm having just struck out. We have finished a right brush knee and push. We shift our weight back onto our right heel, right arm rises halfway, rotating that right arm so the fingers are towards the left middle forearm. We pivot out. We've done this before. Now, as we move forward, roll your fingers into the fist. Keep good body shape. And let your right arm go down and swing step. So here's my right arm. I don't know if you can see it. Am I frozen? No. Okay. I'm trying. I have a reflection here, but I can't see it. Okay. And heel, ball, toe as you polish the table, and you bend knee immediately after, and you throw that strike. Check your strike by standing up and seeing if it looks like you're making a strike right out from your body. And your strike should look like this. So when you strike, here's your fist face, and it should be in, it's not like this, it's like this. Yeah, that's right. Looks like everybody's got it. So let's try from this direction one more time. Here's that right brush knee, right bow stance. We're going to come up, arms to center. Make a fist as we're shifting our weight. Left arm comes down and step. Here's another one of those sort of Kodak moments. We're not super bent yet. See that nice arm? See this body shape I've got? And heel, ball, toe. Heel, ball, toe. Turn, strike, and finish that bend. I see people checking their strikes. Good job. All right. We're going to do it. Yeah, I think it's probably easiest from this side, so you can look over your shoulder if you want. I think maybe not. Let's try this one. So right bow step after a right brush knee. So our left arm is striking out, right arm just hanging and pushing down. Coming up, foot out, arms at center. Shifting weight, letting that left arm come down, making that fist, swing step. Polish the table, heel, ball, toe, turn, bend knee, strike. Now, unbend, so you're straight up. Take a look at that and see where your gaze is. It's straight up. It should be straight up. Now, just let your head be where it is and come down. So I don't want anyone doing this when you're in this position. Come up, go down. So where does your gaze end up? Ends up going off, hitting your floor, I don't know, 25 feet away or something. It's not to infinity, right? But it would be to infinity, right? If you were straight up. Does that make sense? Now, sometimes we're bent. Sometimes we're bent like this. And we hold our head. That's fine. But this is too much bent. We don't want to be like cramming our neck up, right? So is that clear about the gaze? All right. And let me talk about gaze one more time. So in brush, knee, and push, your gaze goes back. It then follows, you know, your polishing arm, and then it stays forward. In this one, it stays forward. This is also true of parry, block, and punch, right? It stays forward the whole time. So there's something here for everybody. All right, let's give a little more practice, and then we're going to practice this whole sequence in several directions. Does that work for folks? Any more questions? They can be stupid questions, intelligent questions. They can be whatever they are. I don't care. I figure practice is what, what we need. All right, let's do it from here. From parry, block, and punch. Not parry, block, and punch. What am I saying? From fist under elbow. Make sure you've got a rounded back here. And swing that right arm, left brush knee and push. Right brush knee and push. Shifting back, that left arm goes up. As your foot goes out, your arms are at center. Shifting your weight, swing, step, polish the table, strike. Turn your chest, and coming up. Coming out. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is right. So we're going to punch down. My body knew what we had to do, but I was thinking there was another brush knee. Let's do that one more time in this direction, and then we'll do it sideways. From fist under elbow. It's that left empty step. Opening up your fist, shifting back, swing, polish the table, bend knee turn, and coming up. This is our right brush knee, coming to center, standing, swinging, look back, step, polish the table, and strike. Now here's your punch down, coming up, coming to center just like before, and make your fist, left arm's coming out, ready to, in your swinging step, polish the table, heel, ball, toe, bend knee, strike. Let's come up and check that our strike and our head are aligned well. And let's try from here, because we haven't done this one yet. From fist under elbow. Left brush knee, opening that fist, gaze follows, swing step, polish the table, strike. Right brush knee, coming back a little, into center, stand on the left foot, stand in the corner, turn, polish the table as you turn back and strike. Punch down, same beginning, make a fist, let your left arm come down, and keep your gaze forward. I have a hard time doing that. And polish table low, right? And strike. I mean, punch. Check yourself. How's it feeling? How many people have had one or more new things for them today so far? Everybody. Okay, I thought that would be true. My gaze is in the wrong place, and you've seen how I've made mistakes. Oh, I need to, yeah. So I just want to say I didn't have it right. I've been doing Tai Chi and this move for a long time, right? So if you're finding that you were doing it differently and you've been doing it a long time, this is how Tai Chi is. There's just a lot of details to it. And if you're new, get what you can get because it's a lot. And we've got advanced people in the class. So I'm mentioning a lot of the advanced things that I wouldn't necessarily mention to everybody if it was just all a class of beginners. Yes, John.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that, I just always notice that when I punch it, my punch kind of goes to the center. And, you're reminding us about the hug a tree and keeping that position instead of doing this, where I would go towards the center. If I keep my hug a tree, it goes straight out like it should be. So that was really,
You're turning, yes.
yes, that was really kind of, such a great reminder about keeping that hug a
Good.
tree position. And yeah.
Well, again, this is what I need. I have a tendency to get so involved in what I'm doing that I don't. There are two real cardinal rules. One is that you've just really got to keep your, keep your bottom half really heavy and that relaxed, that sit on the bar stool. And the other one sure is that hug a tree idea, that stretching across your back and not letting it do this, not letting this happen. We can be like this and we can go like this, but like that's it. That's it. That's it. Because we really daren't have our this is how professional athletes tear out their shoulders. You don't want to do that. You want to train your body not to do that. And when your back is connected, your whole body is connected, and you have the ability to have your whole body act like a whip. So it's all great. It's wonderful. Let's do everything we know. All right. This is our last class before holiday break. And when we come back, I will have looked at what you folks are doing. And I know there'll be some of you practicing over the holidays and some of you not practicing over the holidays. All is good because holidays are really busy times. And I want you to come with questions and we will review this sequence. We won't necessarily instantly go on. Okay, I want everybody to be prepared for that. I'll have tips, more tips. All right, let's go. Prepare. Opening. White crane spreads its wings. Grasp the bird's tail. Right ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. Fist. Under elbow. Left, brush knee and push. Right, brush knee and push. Step up and punch down. We have time to do it one more time. Are we up for it? Yes? Okay, it's all right if he's not. All right, let's do it one more time. Prepare. Opening. During opening, you can get that upper body shape. White crane spreads its wings. Keep that upper body shape. Grasp the bird's tail. Right ward off. Keep that upper body straight, that stretch across your back. Roll back. Press. Push. Fist under elbow. Left, brush knee and push. Right, brush knee and push. Step up and punch down. All right. Looking good. Okay. Let's close class. Everybody have a great holiday. And I will see you the first Tuesday in January 2025. Thanks, everyone.